the air is thick with anticipation. Every creak and whisper in the darkness seems to carry a weight of its own, as if the very walls are holding their breath. We stand before an unassuming apartment door, but behind it lies a story that has chilled millions to the bone. The Dear David story, a tale that has transcended the digital realm, seeping into the nightmares of those who dare to read it. A tale of a man tormented by the ghost of a child. This child, known as Dear David, is said to appear in the dead of night, bringing with him an aura of dread and despair. He chronicled each terrifying encounter online, leaving readers hungry for more. His detailed accounts, filled with eerie photos and unsettling videos, painted a picture of a haunting that felt all too real. And tonight, we answer that call. We're here to investigate, to separate fact from fiction, and to uncover the truth behind the legend of Dear David. Our team, armed with the latest paranormal investigation equipment, is ready to delve into the heart of this mystery. EMF readers, thermal cameras, and spirit boxes are just a few of the tools at our disposal. Cameras are rolling, EMF readers primed, and our courage, though tested before, will be pushed to its limits tonight. What awaits us inside? The unknown looms large, and every step we take is a step deeper into the legend. Is the story of Dear David fact or fiction? Skeptics argue it's a masterful work of fiction, while believers swear by the authenticity of the encounters. Only one way to find out. We must confront the darkness head-on and see for ourselves what lies within. We push open the door and step inside. The air inside is colder, and the silence is almost deafening. Every shadow seems to move, and every sound is amplified. The investigation begins now.
Then it happens. We're in the living room reviewing footage from the static camera pointed at the hallway. The atmosphere is tense, every creak and groan of the house amplified in the silence. Suddenly, the chair directly behind me moves. It slides back from the table, as if pushed by an unseen hand. The movement is deliberate, almost purposeful, as if some invisible entity is making its presence known. The sound cuts through the silence, sharp and unmistakable. It's a chilling noise, like nails on a chalkboard that sends shivers down our spines. We all spin around, eyes wide with shock. There's no one there, no explanation. The air feels heavy, charged with an energy that is both foreign and frightening. The chair sits askew, a silent testament to the unseen force that moved it. It's a stark reminder that we are not alone, that something beyond our understanding is at play. A wave of goosebumps erupts over my skin. This is real, this is terrifying. The reality of the situation sinks in, and it's more than we ever bargained for. And we are in over our heads. The feeling of dread is overwhelming, a suffocating presence that makes it hard to breathe. We realize that this is just the beginning of our encounter with the unknown.
We decide to try EVP, hoping to communicate with whatever entity is present. We sit in the living room surrounding a digital recorder. The questions hang heavy in the air. Are you here? What is your name? What do you want? Silence. Then a faint whisper on the recorder. We play it back, listening intently. The voice is childlike, barely audible, but it's there. It says, David. The name sends a chill down my spine. We're not just dealing with any entity. This is Dear David, and he's talking to us.
We continue our investigation, emboldened by the EVP recordings we've captured. Each whisper and unexplained sound fuels our determination to uncover the truth behind these walls. But as the night deepens, we find ourselves increasingly unnerved by the escalating phenomena. The air feels charged, as if the apartment itself is alive and watching us. A sudden gust of cold wind whips through the apartment, slamming a window shut with a bang. The force of it startles us, sending a shiver down our spines. The curtains billow inward, as if blown by an unseen presence. It's as though the very air is being manipulated by something we cannot see. We check all the windows, but they are all latched tight. There's no logical explanation for the wind, and that realization only heightens our anxiety. The temperature plummets again, and the air grows heavy with the scent of damp earth and something else. Something metallic, like blood. It's a smell that triggers a primal fear deep within us. We're in uncharted territory now, facing something ancient and powerful. The artifacts scattered around the room seem to hum with energy, as if they are conduits for the supernatural forces at play. Fear claws at the edges of my composure, but I push it down. We won't back down. We're here for answers, and we won't leave until we get them. The truth is out there, hidden in the shadows, and we are determined to bring it to light. The lights begin to flicker, casting the apartment in a strobe-like effect. Shadows dance and warp, taking on grotesque shapes. The EMF reader spikes wildly, its high-pitched whine piercing the tense silence. We're bombarded with a cacophony of sounds, whispers, groans, and what sounds like a child's laughter, echoing from the hallway. My heart races. I can feel the energy building, reaching a fever pitch. Something is about to happen, something big. We grip our equipment tighter, bracing ourselves for the unknown. We've stumbled upon something truly terrifying, and there's no turning back now. We decide to attempt communication again, this time focusing our energy on the entity we now believe to be Dear David. We sit in a circle on the living room floor, holding hands to amplify our energy. We speak his name, softly, respectfully, asking him to show himself, to tell us his story. The air crackles with static electricity. The lights flicker violently, casting grotesque shadows that dance on the walls. The temperature plummets, and the air grows thick and cold. We can feel a presence in the room with us, watching us, studying us. Suddenly, the room is plunged into complete darkness. The only sound is the frantic thumping of our hearts. Then, a blood-curdling scream pierces the darkness, followed by a heavy thud. Chaos erupts. We scramble for our flashlights, our voices echoing in the darkness.
What happened in those few seconds of darkness? What did we unleash? The investigation is far from over. In fact, it feels like it's only just begun. We've stumbled upon something truly terrifying. Something beyond our understanding. Dear David is real, and he's waiting.